So anyhow, I already announced yesterday, we will a little bit change the program, which means we will focus now, first of all, on some details of the website. All groups are working on the website. Some groups are much further than others, but I would like you to get an idea about how to handle design knowledge, especially for websites and things that look like websites. The next thing that I think we should all now start working on or continue working on is the design document. The design document, yesterday we had presentations, only team 2 was not there, but all the other teams showed their plans and their outline, their structure of the document. Each group should now be starting or continue working on the document. And the final thing, and this is something that we might work on a little bit in the afternoon, is preparing the presentation to your client. Because your exam, the exam of the team, 4 weeks from now, is the team's presentation of their complete design to the actual client. Right? So we will start working on that. And then testing and finishing the documentation, we will work on 2 weeks from now. Hopefully there's internet, otherwise I will find other ways to do this. So originally the plan was we should handle testing today. No, we will handle testing 2 weeks from now. We will now focus on some visual design issues with an exercise for everybody, because everybody still needs some individual work to be done. We start or continue to develop the document and start thinking about the final exam presentation. Okay? So, first of all, the details of the website design. I will introduce the thing. I will go into detail on design patterns, and I will talk about your homework. And that's it. So, introduction of the detail design. For once, again, the program. So this is different from what was in my presentations up till last week. Right? So keep this in mind when we change. Everybody now showed, including the last team this morning, what you have been doing in the sense of layout. So we have seen layouts for posters, for brochures, in some cases for visual things like a desk in the shop, shop signs. Every team has been working on a website, at least the static part, and most of us also the dynamic part. By the way, group 2 didn't show us a dynamic part, but you point us to a URL, so I'm going to look and hopefully that's a dynamic thing already.
Yes.
And still you should make this thing, let me say, available even if there's no internet. All the other groups used PowerPoint with the tricks that you learned, I think, last week. So they showed us or gave you the tricks for PowerPoint to make it interactive. So we need, let me say, a prototype website that can be run even if there's no internet. And this is why we use PowerPoint in that case. So I think Team 2 should think about that. Anyhow, all teams have some kind of layouts, and all teams have some kind of dynamics, and most could show them, only you are handicapped by the internet. And all teams have been thinking about a script on how to provide the services with the scenario. So this is what we did so far. Just to remind you, we are not there yet. Some teams are very far, to be honest. Some teams are not completely finished, like Team 2, as I just said. You still have to do some work, but continue to work on this till it's really okay and your client is happy about it. Because your client, in a way, is your biggest test. If you have a very nice design and your client tells you he cannot use it, then you'll have a problem. So continue to work and show your client your new ideas. So this is the introduction, and I suggest we